Welcome to the 2026 Real Estate, Construction and Engineering Sectorial Group Conference, convened by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
I'd like to have a welcome address from the chair of the Real Estate Group. Welcome with me, Dr. Michael Oladiji.
It is with great honor that I welcome you all as host for this gathering on the subject that is rapidly redefining the future of our industry and economy. Across the globe, environmental, social, and governance principles are no longer optional ideals. They are now very much central to how investment decisions are made, how projects are delivered, and how much of long-term values are created. For us, in the built environment, the implications of adopting ESG principles are very much profound. In Nigeria, rapid urbanization, infrastructure deficits, climate vulnerabilities, and evolving investor expectations demand that we adopt smarter, more sustainable, and transparent approaches to development.
When Nigeria's economic structure is being redefined by emerging growth drivers beyond oil, LCCI recognizes the future of economic competitiveness. We increased depend on the strengths of efficiency and sustainability of our built environment. This conference is therefore critical to shaping the policy direction, investment priority, and industry standards.
I'd like to say that every building or infrastructure that fails is not an accident. It is a system failure, a failure of design, a failure of process, and most especially a failure of governance. So today is not about theory, it's about direction, alignment, and action.
What is ESG and why does it matter? There are two critical components of ESG, risk and opportunity. Mostly we focus on the risk and not just focusing on the risk. We focus on it because there is a regulatory requirement for us to focus on risk. But today, our conversation is going to emphasize on the opportunities that are available on ESG that we can leverage on as institutions. When the president was talking and the chairman, they talked about the economic imperatives of the real estate and construction, the contribution to Nigerian GDP. But beyond that, the global market space for real estate is huge. Is over $4.7 trillion.
For someone like me, I built a water park. In terms of when you look at the environment, the typical thing is, where does the water go? The sustainability of that much water. I deal with 2 million liters of water that I need to treat and then recycle and then keep reusing. And then when I need to disperse it, where does it go? What's the impact on the neighboring environment?
You want to ensure that you leave a legacy. All of you here want to leave a legacy for your children, right? And when it comes to sustainability of our environment, we also want to make sure we leave an environment for the future. The bank side of things, and when I say bank, I'm talking about Knowledge Bank now. It's one of our major criteria when it comes to investment and everything that we do. We have an environmental and social governance performance standards that is embedded in every project that we do.
Even though there are not standardized methodology for housing for carbon credit yet, but there are monetization pathways. Now there's Article 6 in Nigeria. The federal government last year signed into law the carbon market framework. In the coming years, there will be methodology to turn your house. Do you build a low carbon house? The reduction you have can get carbon credit, which can fetch you additional money. So things are evolving, things are changing.
I would be happy to tell you that out of over 4,000 standards that are to be worked upon in these 4 years from 2024 to 2027, we have something close to 1,000 standards that are related to ESG compliance.
But particularly for the built environment, we look at the statistics. The built environment is responsible for over 40% of CO2 emissions globally. Of that 40%, 30% comes from construction activities, while 70% comes from managing the buildings. Now, that is very, very significant.
Nigeria is still catching up in regulation, but the speed in which the regulation improvements is taking place, is growing. So we need to be at the forefront.
As a developer, we must decide from the beginning that sustainability is one of the key core values that we want to exhibit. And then that's going to drive our decisions, and that's also going to drive what we term as profitability.